Yo, it's me, CSCOTT, baby. And now that I've reviewed all the Rocky movies, it's time to stop and rank all the Rocky movies from worst to best. Here we go. Controversy, baby. Starting off at number 8. It's Creed 2. Yes. When I originally watched this, I ranked this higher. But watching all these in a row, this one is definitely, to me, the worst. As like I said, all the storylines with Rocky and Donnie are okay. But when they try to make you sympathize with the murderer, that's where it's just kind of like, no, I'm not even going to give my time to this. To be honest, my viewing to review this movie in the review is the first time I've watched this since I bought it. Like, I went to the theater to see this, and then I bought it. Hold on, my camera's a little... Okay. But I had never watched it. I wanted to add it to the Rocky collection, but even then, even though I said I liked it when I first watched it, there was something that didn't rub off on me. Watching all, that rubbed me the wrong way. Watching all these Rocky movies in order, yeah, it just doesn't do it for me, and I'm sorry. Now, this isn't going from okay. This is the absolute worst, and yet this is my opinion. This is the one I like the least. Okay. More controversy, my old friend. I should tell you that in this one, as well as the Rambo review, I am putting each one in a slim case, except for the ones I have separate, like the Creed movies and Rambo Last Blood. So it's gonna take me a minute to switch it around and put the right one in. But number 7 is Rocky 2. To me, Rocky 2 has always been boring. Other than, you have Rocky doing commercials, and you have him and Adrian getting married, and he's gonna be a father. But then he doesn't want to. He wants to fight Apollo again, but he doesn't want to fight Apollo again. And he wants to fight Apollo again. And he doesn't want to fight Apollo again. And he wants to fight Apollo again. It's like going back and forth. It's just very complicated, very convoluted to me. Well, I enjoyed watching it back to back, like I said, back to back with Rocky and Rocky 2. It worked. But to me, this has always been the boring one. Not much happens. Just like Halloween 2 and the Halloween franchise. It just doesn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? Sorry, but that's the way I think. Up next, one that used to be in the top, but has gone down for me. And number 6 is, if I can get it, Rocky 3. At one time, this was my second favorite Rocky movie. But things have changed. I accept the schlockiness of this, and that it was, a time in the 80s where schlock was king. But watching this now, it gets very dated. Hulk Hogan and his Thunder Lips, baby. It's just corny. And Mr. T is the king of the schlock, okay? I want Balboa. I want to fight. You get to me now. I want Balboa. You tell Balboa I want to fight. Just go. I like the movie, but it's cheesy as all hell. That's what puts it down a notch. Okay, now from here on, I generally like all the films, and there's very minimal problems. So, the one you've been waiting for that you thought was going to be at the very bottom is next. And at number 5 is Rocky 5. And you may be sitting, what? Are you stupid? It's the worst Rocky movie. Are you stupid? Put it in the bottom. No. Ow. No, it's not. In my opinion, it's not the worst Rocky movie. I'm sorry. Watching this last night, I really don't... I get some of the hate for this. But watching all these Rocky movies one after another, I see how it fits in. And I accept that. And if, like I said, if it was to end after this and no more were made except for maybe the Creed movies, that would be fine. As it stands, though, I think it's a decent entry in the Rocky film, and that's why it's number 5. No! You did that. You did that. You people are like, no, you can't like Rocky 5, so we're going to make it fly away from you. Hold on. Number 4. I gotta switch out the next one afterwards. But number 4. Not that one. Number 4 is Creed. Now, unlike the sequel, I really enjoyed this. It shows where Rocky's at, who Adonis Creed is, or Adonis Johnson, whatever, and how he's grown up, and it puts them together, and it, it's a great film. Stallone, I forgot to mention this, Stallone got snubbed at the Oscars from Mark Rylance, whatever. Yeah, just they're both. The acting's very good. The boxing stuff is very official. They've been doing that since Rocky Balboa. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's why it's number 4. Number 3 is Rocky Balboa. To me, like I say, you're not going to be surprised by these top 3 because I said it in the review. The top 3 are the top 3. But this one is one of the best Rocky movies ever made. Only 2 surpass it, and only, it has the heart of the original Rocky mixed in with, the time this came out, 2006, that kind of time and area, and yeah, and like I said, it brings Paulie full circle before he passes away. It, incorporates Adrian, even though she's not, I would mention this too, but even though she's passed away, she's still around. Like, her spirit is still felt. And it pays a lot of respect to the Rocky franchise, and that's why it's number 3. Number 2, and this might be a little controversial, but I already told y'all what my favorite one is, so you're not going to be surprised. Number 2 is the original Rocky. A straight-out rags to riches story. Maybe not in the biggest sense. By the end of the film, he's not rich by any means. But it's a story about not doing something to win, but doing something to prove you can do it. Just like in Rocky Balboa and in this film, it's about proving to yourself and to everyone out there, mostly to yourself, that you can do something. Going toe-to-toe with Apollo Creed. Proving you can go toe-to-toe with Apollo Creed. Even though he wins the fight, it still proves you can go toe-to-toe to the point where in the second one, he didn't want another rematch. Not at first. Yeah, one of the greatest films ever made. But to me, it's not my favorite. You guys know. I told you what one of my favorite is. And so, number 1, of course, is Rocky IV. That's right. My favorite movie, my favorite Rocky movie. It's got the 80s stock. It's got the song and the music, the 80s feel, the, big bad Russian monster that the American has to take down. It was an American Italian, but doesn't matter. It kills off Apollo Creed, and yes, I have my problems with Creed too, but and you could sit there and say, oh hey, you hate Creed too because what's his name? Ivan Drago didn't go to jail. Well, he didn't go to jail. Why do we have to go to this one? How can you like this one? Because, like I said in my review for Creed 2, I always had the idea that even though he didn't go to prison right away, it was after his fight with Rocky he went to prison, even though that's not what happened. But that was always my thought. I'm not going to let this trash, not trash, but I'm not going to let this movie, it's appropriate, that they're on opposite spectrums. This is at the bottom. This is at the top. It's appropriate because this is my favorite Rocky movie. This seems to try to ruin it. But in the end, Rocky IV is still my favorite. So what are your thoughts on my ranking? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, which is Rambo, baby.